Today, I wanted to talk about one of the best ways to make more money on what you're already doing that a lot of people don't want to do or think that it's difficult, and they probably haven't even tried it. Because for the longest time, I didn't do it either. I was worried about losing my $1 million sell missions and losing all the money that I could be easily getting in an invite-only lobby by not going into public lobbies. These public lobbies give you a 2.5% bonus per person that's in the lobby, and you can max out at 50%. And a lot of these missions, when you're doing your sell missions, are actually pretty easy to do even in a public lobby. So I did a couple of them today to show you how easy they are. I did the first one, which was Acid Lab. So I sold a full Acid Lab. It's about 250,000. And then on top of that, you get a 50% bonus. So that's another 125,000 for doing the exact same thing that I would have. Especially with the Acid Lab, it's a super easy one to do. I had the one where it's 5 locations and you just drop off a package at each one. But whichever one you get, it's going to be super easy to do. And it really doesn't take any extra time. The longest part is taking the time to find a lobby that's full enough or has enough people in it to be able to sell. Because you don't want to try to do a public lobby and only sell with, 5 or 10 people in it. You could, if you want to start out like that, if you see a low population public lobby and you're nervous about it, or you don't want to try to get into a 28 person lobby right away. So you could try that. You get, like I said, you get a 2.5% bonus per person that's in the lobby when you sell. The Acid Lab is an easy one to do, and I guarantee everybody can do it. And that's just free money that's sitting on the table. So with doing the Acid Lab, it probably took me an extra 2 minutes. I reloaded the lobby twice, I believe, to finally find a populated one, which ended up having 26 people in it. The max that you need is 20 to get your 2.5%, gets you 50% bonus. So 20 people is the max that you need. But also something that people probably don't know is if you get into a lobby that, say, has 20 people in it or 25 people in it and 10 people leave, and now you're down to 10 or 15 people, you still get the bonus for the highest number of people that were in the lobby since you started your mission. So if you start your sell mission at 20 people, you're going to get your 50% bonus even if everybody leaves. And it works the other way around too. So if you get into a public lobby with 10 people and then 15 people join, you're going to still get the 25 person bonus, capping out at 50%. So whatever the highest number of players are in the public lobby, that's the number that you're going to get for your bonus. The Acid Lab is a great one. That one's super easy to do. The Nightclub is another one that's really easy to do because it's usually just one vehicle. The Hangar is going to be another one. If you do your sell mission on that, that's normally a one truck. You can do the semi, and that takes about 5 minutes to get that sell mission done as well. If you're doing these sell missions and you get, say like this week with the bonus on the weed farm, if you're getting the sell mission for the weed farm, sometimes it's 4 motorcycles. You can just pause the game, load into another public lobby, and it'll keep about 95% of your supply to sell. And then you can try to reload into the sell mission, and hopefully you can get a single vehicle sell mission, and then you can still get your bonus. So even if you are in a public lobby with the right amount of people, getting the full bonus, and then you end up getting a multi-vehicle mission, you can just reload into another public lobby and try your mission again. You're going to keep, like I said, 95 to 99% of your product, which is going to be worth it when you're going to get that 50% bonus anyways, and then just complete that sale mission with the one vehicle. So I had to do this for the weed selling mission because my product was full. And since it's 3x money and fills twice as fast, the value is 630,000, but you can sell to the more distant location, whether it's depending on where you have your weed farm, and then you can get another bonus when you go into sell, which puts it up to 945,000 right now. So you're gonna get almost $1 million, plus you're gonna get a 50% bonus on that. So you end up getting about 1.4 million. And I had to reload into my lobby a couple times because originally I had the 630,000, product was completely full, and I had a 25 person lobby. But the first time I did it, I believe I got helicopters. The second time I loaded in, I got boats. So then I did it a third time, and then I finally got the single truck to sell And that probably took me a total of 3 minutes of just loading back into lobbies to finally get the truck that I wanted. Like I said, you do lose a little bit of product. So it went down from 630 to I think 610,000 by the time I got into the sell mission that I wanted to get. So with the distance bonus that you get to choose from when you sell, it ended up being 909,000. And I even had someone sitting outside of my weed business right when I came out, jumped into the truck, and I only had to drive 2.5 miles. Drove 2 miles, nobody bothered me, it wasn't an issue. Now, when you're selling with the MC business as a president, you don't have the ability to do ghost organization. If you're selling through a business like the nightclub that you are able to register as a CEO, you can go to CEO abilities from your interaction menu, hit abilities, hit ghost organization, and that'll take you off the map completely. You and your goods will take you off the map completely for roughly 3 minutes. And you should be able to get almost 90% of the way to your delivery by the time ghost organization comes off. But since this one, I was in my MC clubhouse, I wasn't able to use ghost organization, but it didn't matter. Nobody messed with me. I drove 2.5 miles, got the sale done, and that was it. Super easy, made an extra $400,000, ended up making 1.4 million, I believe, on this one. And it probably took me 3 minutes of extra work just finding the right lobby. That's the hardest part. Because with ghost organization and being able to reload the lobby if you get a bad vehicle to sell in is a huge bonus and can really decrease your risk when you're making these sales. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you sell in public lobbies, what your opinion is on it. If you could like the video and subscribe for more, that'd be great. Thank you.